with some amazing fashion creations. Rebecca Rowe joins us right now here on Daytime from Rowe's Fashion. Hello, Rebecca Rowe.
Hi.
Good to have you back on the program again.
Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
What is it about fashion that you love so much? Because you've been doing this for a few years now.
Yeah, I've been doing it for almost 3 years. So we're in my 6th season. I just really love that it's a way of expressing yourself, that it's the way that I'm able to get creative without it being through dance or something that...
You don't have to Zumba for this.
I don't have to Zumba for this, and let's be honest, I'm a 6-foot white girl. It's probably not going to happen anyway. So.
Okay, well, that's an interesting statement.
Right.
Where is Rowe's Fashion now? You're based, there's no actual physical location?
There's no physical location. I do have an online shop, and you can find me at different craft shows and signature shows, things like that.
Okay. We are here today because you want to talk about your fall-winter collection.
Yes.
Now that's interesting because, of course, we're sort of in spring-ish right now.
I mean, we did have snow last week.
Yeah. So why fall-winter at this time of year? How does it work in the fashion world?
So in fashion world, we work about 6 to 8 months ahead of time. So I'm going to be showing my fall-winter collection. So if a store wants to buy it, then I have the time to produce that order for September, October.
Okay. So these fashions that we are going to see in moments, then, when would you have been preparing these?
I've been preparing these since I started in February. For my first show was February 10th. Well, I guess so before February. Okay,
so you are actually taking your show on the road. You're going to something called Fashion Art Toronto.
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us about this? Now, you actually call it FAT, which is interesting. Fashion Art Toronto. I guess that's the cool way to talk about this. The easy way. The cool way. Okay. What is Fashion Art Toronto all about?
So Fashion Art Toronto is very similar to Toronto Fashion Week. It's the alternative fashion week. So every year Toronto has Tom Fashion Week, then Tom Men's Fashion Week, and then Fashion Art Toronto. So I'm one of the very few daywear designers that are showing. Okay. So which is really exciting for me.
What does that mean?
Daywear would just be easy, ready to wear things that you see on girls all the time. Whereas like Fashion Art Toronto opens their doors also to couture looks. So you'll see a corset maker there. You'll see a bunch of different, more artistic pieces as well. Okay, so your showing is going to be taking place on the Wednesday, so Wednesday, April 18th, in a week or so from now. Exactly.
What exactly will you be doing? So will it be a full-out show with models?
Full-out show with models. I'm actually bringing most of my models from Ottawa. There's a group of them that are coming with me, and it's exactly that. It's a runway show. There'll be a video playing before. They walk the runway, take a bunch of photos, get back to the end of the runway.
Nice, fun stuff.
There you go.
Will they smile at all, ever?
No.
Okay, you don't want that in a model, right? Happiness.
No, it's weird. It's on my brand. A little dark and twisted, and that's okay. Right?
That's okay. We have a couple of models on hand, and I can see them right now, but you'd like to bring them out one at a time and explain some of the amazing fashions.
Sure. So bring out Olivia first.
Okay.
So she's wearing definitely what I would call daywear. So she's wearing a new jacket that I have coming up in the fall line. The hat, I've collaborated with Poppy's Tutus, which is another local maker. So she actually has been making a bunch of hats and leggings and cape for me for this collection, just to play with a little bit extra texture. And then underneath, she's wearing the same dress that I'm wearing in a different color. So.
Yeah, that is the same dress.
Yeah.
What's the type of fabric on top? So that would be...
It's a vegan leather. Or like a synthetic leather.
Okay. Now, can you tell us a bit more about Poppy's Tutus? I know we've had them on the show here as well, so tell us about your collaboration with them.
She is an amazing knitwear designer. I love working with her. All of her pom-poms are all recycled fur, which is something that's really important to me and my brand as well. So when we met each other, we just kind of clicked right away, and since then, we've been collaborating a couple times. Okay. Yeah.
It sounds like you believe in animal friendliness.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's part of your mandate, part of what you do.
I'm not opposed to using leather, but as long as it comes from
the right sources.
The right sources, exactly.
Okay, fair enough. All right, thank you very much. Lovely. And model number 2, who do we have?
We have Megan. So Megan is actually wearing Poppy's Tutus cape, which I was super excited to see. I remember being in a coffee shop and I drew out this cape. And Karen looked at me and was like, I can make that. Okay. Yeah. And she came in yesterday and had it. And then underneath, she has got a top made of completely out of chain. And a pair of pants from the Daywear collection as well.
Okay, so now how long would it take for you to orchestrate this, put this all together, this look yourself, with your creations and Poppy Tutus, just everything?
The whole look, it takes a few months to get everything from sketching to pattern making to the sample product. And then once you have the sample, then to the final product as well.
How many pieces then would you have on hand for Fashion Art Toronto?
I have 10 looks, which is roughly 20 to 25 pieces.
Wow.
Because I do a lot of separates, and I'm bringing a couple of men with me this year too, so obviously they have a couple of separates.
Okay, so that's a good question then. So your fashion then, it's not just for women?
It's not just for women. Okay. I've introduced my men's collection this year.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. We'll bring the models back out in a second, just to say goodbye and all that. But quickly, can I just ask you, there's a difference though between fashion and style.
Yeah.
So what is the difference in your mind?
Fashion is what's trendy, what's the next thing, what's coming up, and then style is how you take those pieces and wear it yourself and how you make them more unique. So style would be, the fact that me and Olivia are wearing the same dress, but we style it differently. So when I wear it, it looks like me. When she wears it, it looks like her.
And I totally get that, because when I first met you both in the green room, I didn't even notice that it was the same, because you both have different looks, and then you mentioned it was the same piece.
Exactly.
But you don't notice that right away. Speaking of pieces, I mean, how do you mix fashion pieces? Is it difficult to mix pieces together, because you've got Poppy's tutu, you've got your own creations? Yeah. Is it a challenge?
It is and it isn't. It depends on the pieces that you're trying to mix. Honestly, it's like, for instance, that chain top, you probably wouldn't wear it to the grocery store. So it's about where you're going to mix it and how you're going to do it. I always suggest that if you are going to be mixing a few fashion pieces, have one be the standout. Don't try and have two competing designs or two competing styles. Go with one style and then just make it your own. Okay,
so if somebody does want to get in contact with you then for a piece, say maybe later this summer, like now would be the time, because it takes you a while then. Would you sit down with them and figure out exactly what they want, figure out the fabrics, figure out the looks?
Yeah, if I'm doing custom, that's exactly how we do it. We sit down with a sketchbook and collaborate together. It does take about 4 months to do a full collaboration. If not, you can find my stuff at Carousel in Westboro and Twist & Weber in Hintonburg.
All right, cool. Yeah. Amazing stuff. rowesfashion.com is the place to go, and we look forward to more incredible fashions from you. Thanks. And best of luck as well. Fashion Art Toronto is happening Wednesday, April 18th is your showcase.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Thank you to the models as well. We've got more coming up on Daytime. As always, please don't go anywhere.